Alright, guys, listen to what this American man has to say. It's even more interesting since he has never really lived abroad. Here we go.
So, you hear all this rhetoric online about the new American dream is to leave America. Yay. I'm moving to Spain. I'm going to run with the Bulls. I'm going to go to the Philippines. Take it easy for a while. Move to Guam. Start over.
So, yeah, this is true. This is something I've been hearing since the pandemic, the so called pandemic. The new American dream is to leave America because of the cost of living, wokeism, taxation, violence, and so on. So you can see a lot of Americans online saying the American dream, the new American dream is to leave America, to go to the East, Asia, South America, and so on.
Okay. I've even thought this, right? I live in South Florida, and it's just kind of crazy. It's a little much. But I was really thinking about, how practical is it just to move to another country? Okay? Like, seriously, how practical is that? Like, how many people can actually pull that off? Because usually you got to make internet money.
Here we go. I've been saying this for years, guys, okay? If you move abroad, if you leave the West, America, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, Scandinavia, and go live in the East and Eastern Europe, Russia, Asia, even Japan now, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Argentina, South America, Uruguay, Paraguay, you still will need to make dollars, euros, pounds, Swiss francs, or at least Australian dollars, okay, or some other Western strong currencies, okay, because no matter what people say online, and you can see a lot of, BRICS freaks, BRICS fans online boasting how strong the BRICS are. In fact, the BRICS currencies, apart from the Chinese yuan, are still quite shitty, okay? The strongest currencies at the moment are still Western currencies, okay?
And I'm fortunate enough to make internet money, but how many people do you meet on a daily basis or a weekly basis that's like, I'm an influencer, I'm a social media marketer, e-commerce, IT, like someone who could literally just work online. It's really not that common.
Not that common at all. Here in the French countryside, here I never meet another guy who was making money online, okay? They are all plumbers working in construction, or mechanics, or they are a sales manager or working for a kind of company here in the biggest cities around where I am. But they never make money online. It's something very rare where I am. Where I usually meet other online entrepreneurs, other so-called digital nomads, people who are making money online. It's when I travel, okay? In Southeast Asia or in Eastern Europe, then I can meet quite a lot in the cafes and so on, because they tend to travel as well, okay? As he says, the new American dream is to leave America, so they leave America and enjoy their American dollars abroad.
I guess if you're retired, that makes sense. But I mean, to think about it the easiest way, because I don't want to have to leave my country. I really fucking don't. Honestly, it's kind of scary. I've never even been out of the United States. I'm not well traveled. That's a lie. I've been to the Bahamas and stuff. But my point is it's like kind of mind-boggling to think about. Like, I guess we're moving to Argentina, but here's where I'm getting at. So, you got millions of people coming to America, right? From Mexico, from all over the fucking place. Okay? Haiti, all over. But they're not moving here to be digital nomads. They're moving here to make American dollars.
And here we go again. They are moving to America because the American dollar is still strong, no matter what people say, okay? And if you want to leave America or leave the West, you will need to earn dollars, euros, Swiss francs, or pounds, okay? Otherwise, you will have to work locally in Eastern Europe, in Russia, in Southeast Asia, or even in Japan now, with the Japanese yen getting only weaker, or in South America, and your wage will be very low, okay? And you will be struggling. You won't live the dream. You won't live the dream. These YouTubers show you, the beautiful girls being in big houses, driving fancy cars, living on the beach, partying every night. It's not how the locals live, okay? That's how the rich locals live, or how you can live if you make a good Western income. Otherwise, you will be struggling and be even poor, okay? If you make what most people make in the Russian countryside, in Thailand, the Philippines, or in Argentina, you will be considered in your country poorer than poor. Or at least here in France, you will be poorer than poor. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Move once you have got a online income or a location independent income.
To therefore then send it back to their country, or at least the
Yeah.
Haitians do that.
Of course, makes sense.
They constantly just come buy shit, just shipping it home. That's like their mission.
Makes sense.
It's kind of crazy, actually. You almost gotta
No.
admire it. But my point is like, if I'm gonna move to the Philippines or Thailand, you know, I'm not moving there so that I can make Thai baht, you know, Thai dollars.
Of course not. Because if you make Thai bahts and earn what most Thai people, the average Thai people earns, you will be living a poor life. The lifestyle you will have will be nothing like what they show you online, no? You will be, yeah, poor. Let's say it, okay? No offense to poor people, but it's the way it is, okay? Don't make money locally. Only a few professions will allow you to make good money locally, maybe in IT, maybe some teachers in some countries, in some contexts, but that's all.
You know, I'm not gonna move to Portugal. I guess that would make sense. You could still maybe go there.
Portugal is
and make
good.
euros and, my point is the only way it really makes sense is if you're able to make American dollars and go over there.
Yes.
But this is something I've really been thinking about, and I'm just like up on Zillow, and now I'm looking in Michigan, you know? I got family there. I'm like looking in Tennessee at houses, and I'm like, oh man, you can get one for like 200 grand, you know, and a nice house. But then even if you want to relocate in the States, it's like, unless you have some kind of a job like this, or a lot of money, or you're able to transfer a really good skill, it's almost like you're kind of stuck. I don't want to say you are stuck. I'm just saying it's something that I've really been considering. And,
Yeah, by the way, moving to the countryside could be an option. Okay, if you're tired of your big city, you don't like the traffic jams, the pollution, you know, the crowds and the high cost of living of a big city, move to the countryside. Okay, just find a way to keep your income with you. Okay, for example, I'm in France now. Okay, you can live a good life if you make a Paris-like, you know, salary here in the countryside. Okay, pretty good life. If you can work remotely from your laptop, from your home, you're better off than most people here in the countryside. Okay, it's not easy to get, or you can learn a new skill and do what most people do in the countryside if you want to move to another place. But it is still an option. Okay, you don't have to leave your country. Maybe what sucks is the city you're living in. But if you could just move to a more livable place in your own country, it's already, you know, an option, a good option.
you know, I guess first steps first is, looks like I'm going to Spain for at least 2 weeks. Check it out. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm on Zillow looking at like beachfront villas for $1,100 a month. I'm just like, what? You know, that's unheard of here, or at least in Florida, you know. Like unheard of. A 3-bedroom villa for $1,200 on the beach, that doesn't exist. You know, you see these places in Thailand, they got like, you know, like 3 pools on the roof. You got like, you know, 2 naked women just come with the apartment. You're like, what's going on here? Or at least that's what they make it seem like.
But it is what it really is. You know, it's really like that. As long as you make Western money, don't work locally. Okay, build an online business or invest in real estate enough to get some income from your real estate, you know, or, you know, get rich or make some money remotely, or build a business in your home country and then try to manage your business remotely. There are a few options there, but yeah, you have to be smart and you have to do the work for sure. Don't move, you know, abroad just like that in the blink of an eye, thinking you will find a way to make money. No, it's harder than that. Okay, you don't master the language, you don't master the culture, you don't know nobody there. And most of the time, if you come from the West, the wages will be way lower. Even though the cost of living is lower, it's still not enough. Most of the time, you're better off in the West. You'd rather not move and stay in the West than move to the East to be poor. It's better to be poor in the West than to be poor in the East, that's for sure, or in Asia.
I'm not saying that's how it is. But it's just kind of crazy because you're everyday person. Like if I had an actual job, I couldn't just start looking in Tennessee for work because my job that pays me well is here. That's kind of my point. But I think that's the more practical route for me, at least, is to go and just move somewhere like Tennessee or somewhere like Michigan, somewhere, it's going to be a big culture shock for me. I do have family and stuff there, but I never lived in the snow.
No big deal.
I don't know. It's just kind of funny, because I've been going down these rabbit holes, and I'm sure you guys have heard this many times, Oh, I live in Madrid. It's great. It's like, okay. That's how I think about it. And then me and my girlfriend were sitting here like, well, let's go check out Spain. I've never been. We're at least going to go check it out. So we're just putting money aside every month to go look at it. But
And you should. I consider Spain to be one of the best countries in Europe at the moment, okay? Apart from Barcelona, which is the city to avoid in Spain, Spain is doing quite well now, almost as good as France now, okay? So yeah, Madrid's an option. I wouldn't live in Madrid because it's still a big city, but northern Spain is very good. In the southern part of Spain, there are a few good places as well. Good climate, not too cold if you don't like the cold. Good people, safe. I mean, way safer than France or the UK or Germany, that's for sure. Cheaper, slightly cheaper than France. And in some cases, even way cheaper, depending where you go. If you make a French, German, UK or Canada or American, average salary at least, yeah, you can live well in Spain. I do consider Spain for my wife and I, okay? In the future, maybe. It's in our top 3 countries we do consider after France, okay? Good country now. At least better than most countries in Europe now.
I think the more practical thing for me is to go somewhere like Tennessee or Michigan or something of that nature where, I could actually afford a house. But the catch-22 is how many people are making internet money. It's easier than you would think. I mean, it's still hard work to get there, but it is an attainable thing. Like, it's a real thing. It's not just some made-up shit.
Yeah, he's telling the truth, and guys. I quit my well-paid job in 2016. I was a international export sales manager in Bangkok. I had a company car, company apartment, was making good money, and I decided to quit to launch my own business online. Okay, and after it took me roughly 1 year to figure out how to make money and to really get there, to make enough to be able to to rely on my online income only without touching my savings. And it's possible. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it will be fast. Depend a lot on you, on your skills, the niche you're in, and so on. But it is possible. If you really want to make money online on your own, you can. Okay. If you put the effort into it, if you listen to people who have done it before, I can help you. For instance. If you work hard, you are consistent, you can make money online. And once you have made the money online, you can move to the countryside, you can move to a more livable place in your own country, or move to another country. Okay, you don't have to go to Thailand if you don't like the hot weather. You don't have to move to Siberia if you don't like the cold. It's up to you. You are more free. The only thing you have to figure out then is the visas. Okay, but if you are from the West, you most likely have a strong passport, and it's easier for us. Okay, it's way easier for us to move to the Philippines than it is for the Filipinos to move to the West. That's for sure, or for Russians and so on. Okay.
But just something to think about, because not many people, like, I rarely meet anybody who's just like, yeah, work completely remote for myself. It's like, that's really not, it's not that common. And it makes sense, you know, most jobs need to be done in the, you know, and so it does make sense. Anyways, just something I've really been thinking about. I don't want to have to leave my country, is my point. I'd like to go on vacation, but I don't want to just have to up and move to fucking Ecuador. You know.
He doesn't need to move to Ecuador, you know. This guy is most likely making okay money online, enough to afford to live in Florida. And Florida is a quite expensive place. So this guy could move to a more livable place abroad, you know, to Eastern Europe or Asia for sure. Okay, he could with the money he's making. I don't know how much he's making, but I think he's making enough. Okay. Anyway, tell me in the comments below what you guys think about this video. Let's do this again. I will be commenting other videos later on. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider it and smash that like button, share this video, and yeah, have a good one. And yeah, I will be commenting another video very soon. Stay tuned, guys.